Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. Anita, what's going on, baby? Sirius, what's going on, baby? First things first, hopefully everybody had a blessed and productive Monday. Hopefully everybody had a blessed weekend as well. Um, Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in earlier for the Twitch live stream. We definitely rocked out for the afternoon rush. I could be doing something again tomorrow on the channel, so if y'all ain't subbed up by now, please make sure y'all follow me on Twitch. Meek, what's going on, baby? Definitely appreciate again everybody that tuned in last night too for the conversation. I know it was a little bit later than usual for me. I've been trying to do certain things at least within a certain time frame, but sometimes it's not always going to work the way you want it to work. But nonetheless, um, we still rocked out, still had a good conversation. Conversation entitled Clear as Day. Some of y'all probably seen I put something up on my community wall. Today was supposed to be quote unquote kindness day, or world kindness day. But let's be honest, that really should be every day. Kev, what's going on, my guy? That really should be every day. Doing something good and doing something kind from your heart, it speaks volumes because again, it's showing the world that you have a human side. It's also showing that you got a caring side when it comes to it. Realist, what's going on, my guy? See, there's some people who try to take kindness for weakness. There's some people who basically don't know what kindness is. There's some people that know what it is and refuse to use it. But I feel kindness does go a long way regardless. Be mindful and be kind to the people that you come across, whether you're in the business world or not, because that does speak in real volumes. How many times have we seen certain situations where people that mess themselves out of a good opportunity because they want to be rude, disrespectful, shoot, even fight a person to a degree? Um, I was watching something, and that's why they always try to tell you be careful of who you interact with, and be careful of the people that you meet when you're coming up, and be careful when you're going up that ladder because you're gonna meet some of them same people while you coming down the ladder. I believe in that. I watched the old clip of a guy getting crazy with somebody, almost to the point again of physical fighting with that person. And that person ends up going for a job and come to find out the person he was trying to go at is the damn owner of that damn company. So imagine how he felt when he walked in there and realized, now you gotta speak to this man, pleading or begging with him to try to get a job. Now, see, he could have chose the revenge route and said, nah, you just try to do all this. You know you're not getting nowhere in here. And he still hires you. See, that's an act of kindness because that man didn't have to hire you even after the interaction y'all first had. It goes to show you sometimes kindness go a long way, and sometimes kindness can't be taken for weakness. Because guess what? Once he got that damn job, he ain't man. Listen, he been the best of friends with that man since. Sometimes it's going to be a little miscommunication amongst folks, but the main thing to remember is clearing it up. You know, again, it's about time for everybody to shape shift that, man. Oh yeah, I know because of my mouth. Thank you, serious baby. I know sometimes my mouth go left. It goes left a little bit, but no, it is truth though. Like again, that man could have sat here and said, "Nah, you just try to threaten me, even to the point of almost trying to really put hands on me. I should give you a job. Nah, I shouldn't give you nothing. I should let you starve." But he ain't do that. And I think I know why that man did that, because that man probably done been through some of the hardships in life and don't want anybody else to really go through that. See, this is the thing though. I'm not saying you got to be kind to everyone. You could, but you know you only gonna get a portion of that kindness back from people. And the other part, you might get held back. The hell you so happy for? Like, come on now. You're like, oh, what you so happy for? What you feeling so chipper about? I could be feeling good because I just did something that spiritually made me happy. Some people don't like to see people happy. But that is a problem right now. Um, there's some people who really take advantage of kind people, and I think that'd be the worst, because at some point it turns back on them. The, the evil, crude stuff you did to somebody who was being nice to you, it'll come back to you when you start getting in that phase of being nice or being generous, and then people start taking advantage. You know, I feel like this is one thing. It's an act of kindness when you helping somebody out. But then again, that person also, in the same token, got to help themselves and also make sure that they do what's right for the person that's helping. James, what's going on, my guy? See, some people don't want to have this talk. Some people don't want to really sit down and figure things out. You know, the worst part of people trying to take advantage of kindness is you don't know what these people do or how these people are really feeling when they doing what they're doing. You know, and sometimes by you trying to give a shrewd act of sheer evil and disrespect, that kind of like crushes their spirit, in my opinion. It does. You know, that's like somebody being kind. And I've seen this on two occasions. I've seen this on double occasions with men and women. You got some men that will go all the way out their way just to show not just love and caring and compassion, but also show that they still have a kind heart. And some people will step right on that shit. They will. You know, they'll try to use it as a doormat, which I feel again that's the worst thing in the world. Because if somebody's doing something that they feel is right, hey, who are you to try to stop that? You know, who are you to try to denounce that? Anti, what's going on, baby? No, I could be honest with you. There's some people who are still going to do acts of kindness even when the world is shitting on them. Why? Because again, that's just something that they do. That's just their character. You can't stop that. But you know what? Those people who go through that, they also learn a lesson. They learn a lesson that's deep right there. They learn that yeah, you could be kind and give to people, or you could be kind and do for people, but you can't do for everybody. You know, if a person ain't got your best interest at heart, you know, that's a shared sign right there. If a person can't show you gratitude, even if you did something for them, hey, you don't let that make you upset, and you definitely don't let that, stop what you've been doing. You just know for a fact that person you can no longer be nice to, or that person you can no longer, try to show compassion to, because they already see what is going to happen. Um, I feel another act of kindness, and that should be an everyday thing. Acts of kindness goes in many different levels, social, relationship, whatever. On a social tip, the way kindness should be presented every day. Like I said, we got people who are homeless, don't really got no food. Some of those people, they should be they should be actually fed properly. There are some people again who are taking their acts of kindness to levels that Some people look at them crazy, but I don't find that crazy when you're trying to feed somebody that's, not in the best situations to get their own. Word, what's going on, my guy? And that's the thing though. Now you right on that though, serious. You right. Certain act of kindness, guess what? If somebody's going through the worst day, simple as kindness, prime example. Somebody out there, they struggling, try to help them out. It depends on what they need help with. And if you are serious about helping them, hey, do it from the heart and don't do it because you feel somebody owes you or because that's something you could use against them down the road. Angela, what's going on, baby? Letitia, what's going on, baby? Damn, word, you got problems with the. I ain't gonna go there with you today. I'm trying not to be petty today. I'm showing acts of kindness. Shout outs though. And definitely appreciate you for dropping all those links. Serious, baby. Y'all just tuned in. You already know, hit the like button. I'll drop the link at some point. Just in case anybody want to chime in. But I've felt like this too. Simple as acts of kindness do go a long way. Like I said, you see people out there struggling, they ain't got no food, try to help. If you know for a fact they struggling, like they really trying to get stuff on board and they can't really get it, try to help them. Food drive. I spoke about this last night and it's the truth. There's some people, whether they homeless or not, they ain't got no food. That's one thing you're gonna need as far as trying to keep yourself in balance. You can't go throughout the whole day on an empty stomach. Even if you could, guess what? At some point, it's gonna mess with you. Now I know some people do fasting and stuff like that. That's different. I could commend that because it is hard for some people to do because it's a mind thing. Anita, what's going on, baby? It is supposed to be mind over matter to a degree. But you're gonna have some people that have been starving for the longest, and yeah, they're gonna need something. So why not do that simple kindness right there? Donate, start your own food drives. You know, some of these food pantries and stuff like that are running low on different food items, and you could spare it. It's nothing worse than when you got people sitting around. Prime example. I just watched this today, and I actually watched some of this Friday. There's nothing worse than when you got people who you know for a fact are struggling. They going through these pantries, and half of these pantries is bare right now. And the ones that's not bare, they gotta travel way outside their damn area just to get some of the good stuff they think they should be getting. Not gonna lie again, when you feed somebody, you're not just feeding them physically, you feeding them spiritually. You giving them hope that yeah, there are people out there who could possibly come in and help when it's needed. Mary, what's going on, baby? There's a lot of people that are doing good works, not just giving out food, but also giving out clothes and stuff. There's certain places now that they're doing that. You know, they're dropping clothes off. Some of these areas, they got little blue bins or big blue bins. You probably seen them. It look like big dumpsters, but they not. Those is actually for people to donate clothes or whatever they might have. I remember we had a few of those. I think we still got a few of those in my area where you got clothes you want to donate. Even if you ain't going to donate to them, y'all got churches that you know for a fact. Some of these churches are actually shelters too. Donate that. There's one church that's in my area that it's a church, it's a shelter, but they also donate and give out clothes, especially to those who need it. Jewel, what's going on, baby? I feel there should be more, vital areas like that. It should be because you never know what these people are going through again, and the best way to uplift the spirit is trying to uplift them even when they at their lowest point. Somebody might be messed up one way or another. That don't mean we supposed to bash them and downplay them either. Because that could be one of us in that situation. I don't laugh at homeless people. I don't poke fun at certain situations because again, I look at it from a standpoint. At one point, that could have been me. You know, that could have been me. And then what? Tanya, what's going on, baby? You know, again, simplest kindness does come from the heart, but it also comes from the soul as well. If I know I see you struggling with trying to get certain things, I try to help you the best way I can. People have shown acts of kindness on many levels. You got people right now who are struggling trying to get their big break, prime example. You got people that if they see what they like, yeah, they're going to take advantage and take advantage for the right reasons. They're going to push you in the right levels. They're going to take their chances with you because guess what? They believe in you. They invest in you. That's an act of kindness right there. I see you out here trying to do your own thing. I'm going to try to help you so you can do your own thing. But in that same token, don't mess up the gift that's being given to you. You know, and you'll have people who have stories like that. You know, I was down and out, and this person came out of nowhere and helped uplifting me in more than one way. You'd be surprised what you can do. You'd be surprised exactly how far that level of kindness goes. You'll really be shocked. Because in that same token, that same person that helped you, at some point you want to end up helping them. And vice versa. The people that helped you when it was really needed, when you get where you need to, you gotta remember. It's always proper to do what was done to you. If you gave me an opportunity job wise, when I make my way to where I need to make myself to, guess what? I'm gonna make sure you're in a good position as well. You know, and this is what I'm saying. We got to get back to that part of humanity. You know, kindness definitely should be every day. Should be. I shouldn't have to look at you funny. I shouldn't have to look at you sideways or none of that. Um, Acts of kindness is not about just what you saying or what you doing, but it's how you saying it and how you doing it. You can't uplift somebody if it sounds like you're always either, you know, criticizing or just coming down on it. It has to be a balance. Yeah, you can uplift somebody even if you're one of those people that show tough love. See, I'm in between both. I could be kind and caring, but then I could also show you tough love. But when that tough love gets shown, I'm still showing you love and kindness regardless. I'm not yanking you down or nothing. I just want you to understand and want you to see, you know, how much worth you are, how much opportunity you have. Liz, what's going on, baby? And again, I know sometimes even when I'm on here, it sounds like I'm ready to go to war. That's not really the case though. You know, but I do want the people to feel this. You know, I do want people to take into consideration and have an understanding. Because no matter what conversation we have, and at some point we are not going to be able again to dodge the problems that's standing right in front of us. You know, there's some people again that you can be nice to and always be kind to, and then there's ones that you gotta play by eye. You have to. I see you in here, Jewel, baby. You know, and that's the most important thing to remember. You want people to understand, even if you gotta break it down in the simplest terms for them sometimes. You do that because it's needed. You want the person to feel like, yes, you're worth something. You are here regardless to what situation you're in. And you might not be in that situation long if you just keep your faith strong and just set your eyes on the goal and the prize. I think that's the one thing to remember too. You know, Man don't live off bread alone. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I could feed you or I could teach you how to do something. I could do both. I could sit here and teach you something so this way down the road you can end up using it and utilizing it. So this way you won't always have to worry about, suffering. That is the most important thing to remember is teaching somebody something valuable even during a time when they are feeling at their worst. Don't chastise them. Just sit there and listen sometimes. You'll be surprised what that person will convey to you. And shoot, you might even be able to put something into works that they could definitely benefit from right off the rip. EPB, what's going on? See, in this life right here, you're gonna have golden opportunities. Sometimes you might have downfalls. But if you're one of the lucky ones that is still remaining up, it's mostly because you are keeping humble. You are remembering what the most important thing is again, kindness and love. See, you don't want to be one of those people again that you done came at the wrong person the wrong type of way. Because again, you'll never know when you end up coming across that person again and all of that. See, prime example, I was walking Simba early this morning. See me, I don't walk my dog on a leash because my dog is still stuck on my hip. Even to this day. It ain't but so far he gonna go unless he don't see I'm there. Didi, what's going on, you shadow baby? Now, God threatened to kick my damn dog earlier, right? I could have hauled off on him right then and there. And I was on the phone with somebody, and I could have literally went off. I chose my act of kindness and just walked away. But I let it be known, bro, man, it sounded good about you kicking my dog, but it won't happen. It definitely won't happen. But let that be your last time even mentioning anything about kicking or dogs in the same sentence. And I kindly walked away. Yeah, he tried it, Mary, but like I said, I had a good friend on the phone with me that calmed me down. Like, I already hear it. Calm down. Calm down. Like, seriously. I could have went all the way off. Because again, my dog ain't bothering you. My dog came up to you and your lady, smelled you, and kept it pushing. It ain't like he came and tried to pee on you or something. My dog is that trained. You know, seeing that's the one thing. You know, just because somebody is kind and cool, that don't always mean they not gonna turn up when they need to. See, that could have been an instant you getting beat the hell up, right? Nah, I wasn't gonna do that. Cause see, right there would have caused something right there. These people nowadays, you can't even really have an argument with because these people are soft. I'm sorry, some of them are. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Some people just they gotta watch those threats. They do. Because again, you threatening somebody or you even threatening the owner, it come back and backfire on. That's the whole fact right there. They quick to either pull out a gun or some sort of weapon, or they try to come back in numbers. See, look, I learned it's not about picking and choosing battles. I wouldn't give a damn. Do the wrong thing or run up the wrong way, you might get done up the wrong way. Other than that, keep it calm, keep it cordial, and we ain't got no problems. Court, what's going on, baby? Hammer, what's going on, baby? See, I had to really reiterate my act of subtlety. Because honestly, the next words or the next things that would have came out of his mouth, who knows what would have happened to him on that corner. But then again, I ain't trying to harm you in front of a state building either. God, this what's going on, baby. See, my level of tolerance and kindness, it fares out. Because there's days I literally don't take no mess from nobody, and it'll happen that quick. Then there's days I know how to just keep my composure. It ain't about being soft. It ain't about none of that. It's just knowing what's more important, my freedom or me pouncing on you. It ain't worth it. You know, and again, I said an act of kindness goes a long way because guess what? In that same token, I done calmed down somebody that I know on my block that was about to go postal. I didn't even fully know what he was about to go postal for. But for the fact that I just was like, nah, I can't see another one going through that. Yo, bro, whatever you going through, you gonna be all right. You know, just stay cool. You might not want to hear it, but stay cool, bro. Your future is more important than anything. You know, again, it's all about just using your mind. You know who to really be kind to and who to really look out for. Like I said, there's some people right now who are helping people who are trying to live their dreams as far as music, writing, producing anything. You want to have those right people again, showing the act of kindness because they don't have to take the chance on you. They don't even have to promote if that's the case, but they do it. BMF, what's going on, my guy? See, you still coming in here talking that junk, BMF. I need my scratch off tickets, man. You supposed to be showing an act of kindness, man. Where's my scratch off tickets, man? Oh man. No, but again, just think about it. The level of kindness that you put out there, he'll come back tenfold. Listen, I know for a fact you trying to get your business off the ground. If I know I can help it, I'm gonna help it. I know you need to, even if it's just an emotional investment, spiritual investment. Yo, man, listen, I'm gonna try to help you. But see, apparently, Meek, some people think that it is. Oh, if I'm doing this, then that means that person going to look out for me. No, you can look out for somebody and they ain't gonna look out for you back the way you looking out for them. Or you're doing something kind and it could get stepped on. But it really don't cost much to have a kind heart, period. You're supposed to have that instilled in you. That's a part of your humanity and your spiritual growth, regardless. Look here. If that man upstairs had his son come down here and do all this extra stuff like they say in that book, right? You don't think that's an act of kindness? I ain't gotta sacrifice my kinfolk for you, man. But I'm gonna do it anyway just because I don't want to see half of y'all really go into extinction. It's something to think about. People are gonna make certain sacrifices, and that's because it's gonna show not just the level of kindness, but it's just gonna show you the will to try to change something. Money, what's going on, my guy? And that's the thing though. Just remembering again that we could go further than we need to go if we act on the kindness. like I said, I can see that you ain't got too much in your refrigerator. And I know you got kids. I try to help you. If I know for a fact you trying to, get certain things off the ground, you need information on certain things, I could try to help. If I know for a fact you need some sort of counseling therapy, even if I can't help you, I'll find somebody that can help you. That's the way the kindness really should be. And this is my thing though. I watched a little clip. Now, hence why I said even down to acts of kindness. We know we got people out there that are suffering and really are deranged because of mental health, right? God just try to storm and bum rush some old dude. And before he can even really get a chance to try to stall off on him, somebody kindly came out of nowhere and pushed him out the way. Even to the point of trying to, if you want to battle somebody, you can battle me. You want to fight somebody, fight me. That dude ain't want to fight. He still was trying to go after the other one, but that's what I'm saying. Acts of kindness, man. That was an act of kindness right there because that old man could have got hurt. If that other dude ain't step in to do what he did, that man could have got hurt. Because some of these people with mental health, they got that extra strength that you ain't even expecting. If it's taking 4 or 5 cops with tasers to get your ass down, that means, yeah, that's a problem right there. Serious problem. And only the strongest people are really gonna do that. Nah, you ain't gonna be doing this. Cowboy, what's going on, my guy? And that's what needs to help. We honestly look here. We gotta know when to really insert ourselves and when to just fall back. Because there's some things again that's gonna be set in stone. There's gonna be things that are written we can't try to change. But the things we can change, it really does start again with, being real, coming to the table, figuring out courses of plans, acts of kindness, they do go a long way. Keto, what's going on, baby? There's young kids out here, for example, they ain't in the best of living situations. They having problems with school supplies, clothes, stuff like that. Why not try to do something along those lines? School drive, clothes drive. You do everything in one quick motion. Acts of kindness, prime example. There's some of these New York City Housing Association buildings, right? Some of them do food giveaways and food drives. How would I know this? Because in my hood, they done went to damn near every building. Almost every building president was out there giving boxes of food out to people who might have needed it, whether they lived in the building or not. So that goes to show a lot of times it's just about the acts of kindness. We got all this food here, we got all this stuff boxed up. We gonna try to get rid of what we could get rid of. Yankee, what's going on, my guy? And that's strong right there. You catching up all on the things that you need. All right. We know there's families living in this building. Prime example, you in a building where it's 18 floors. You want to make sure every family that's in there, is getting something. And even after they done got whatever, if you still got extra stuff that's stored up, hey, try to give it out to your community. Try to give it out to those who need it, those who might want it. I watched somebody do the most, in my opinion, the most disrespectful thing they could do. You go to a pantry where they serving you hot food and everything else. And because you don't like a certain thing on the tray, you threw the whole food away. Now, that's stupid in my opinion because, again, somebody didn't have to give you that food, but they gave it to you out the kindness of their heart. And that's the way you repay people sometimes. Sad.
You think that person got any luck behind that? Nope. Person ain't getting no luck. Because again, somebody is doing this. They opened up a pantry. They are giving you not just canned goods and dry foods. They actually giving you hot food to go home with. But because you upset or because you don't like what's on the plate, you will throw it away. You could have gave that to somebody that you know for a fact is in the same position like you, hungry. That's what I'm saying. The acts of kindness, they gotta go. Yeah, they gotta go further than what they going at. And I'm sorry, but that person ain't have no luck after that. Hopefully, they learned something from that because again, now look, anytime they think they see you or they think you gonna come over there, they ain't gonna be bothered with you, or they gonna be keeping a watchful eye out. And the sad part about it was the person that was in back of them even said the same thing. Why would you do that? I watched almost a whole fight go down because of that. Like that same person almost caused two different fights because they all was mad at him. Like, why would you do that? And that person is kind. Mind now, the person that served him the food is somebody that live in my building. And that's a person that you wouldn't even want to be disrespectful towards. Like that person cooked with soul. That person cooked because that's what she do. She believe in trying to help out those who are less fortunate. Any one of the older ladies that be out there feeding birds and doing all that extra stuff, that's how you know that's somebody that's just they living the way they supposed to be living. They giving anything to anyone. You feeding birds, you feeding humans, you feeding everybody. Come on now. Appreciate you, Keto. You know, this is what I'm saying though. I watched almost a whole fight really take place because of that. See, some people are even man, some people are even that damn irresponsible in my opinion. I'm sorry. They are. There's no way you can tell me somebody's doing something for you. And even if it's not, even if you can't do anything with that, pass that to somebody. Keith, what's going on, my guy? Ah, that's the truth. Come on now. That's just like if I'm donating clothes. If you see something that you like, take it. But if you see something that you know, even if it don't fit you, but you know it could fit somebody that might need it, give it to them. Again, it is about passing the stuff along that needs to be passed along. Pass along that kindness trait, man. Appreciate you, Kyle. Appreciate you, my guy. And definitely appreciate you again for dropping all those links. Serious, baby. Out here working hard like you in the trap, baby. I don't know where we dropped the ball at, but at some point we gotta raise the ball a little bit higher and bring it back. And it's the truth right there, man. Again, it's terrible when you got people that are trying to help you and you ain't trying to accept the help. See, there's some people who refuse to accept any help. And there's some people that feel like, oh, they supposed to be entitled to the top notch things. Look here. If somebody was nice enough to give you something, even if it was a hand me down, be respectful and be thankful and generous for that because that person didn't have to do that. You got some people that'll probably do the simplest thing, like, guess what? I got a closet full of clothes that I know I can't really wear. If I know I could give them out, I'm gonna give them out. Shoot, you got some people even saying, "Yo, bro, listen, if you need something, come to the crib. I got something for you." Even for those that ain't homeless, yo, my man, I know you need some stuff. I know you need some extra stuff. If you need it, come get it. I watch people give away half of their clothes they just brought, give them away for free. Especially if they know, listen, it's just gonna collect dust. So it's no need for me to just let it sit there like that. I done seen people donate sneakers, business suits, all of that. You name it, they done donated it. Why? Because again, there are people who are less fortunate that need it. And if I got too much as it is, I don't need to have no extra added whatever on me the way I ain't even got space to do nothing. Come on. That's like me having one of them big ass walk-in closets. And I done got it so packed with everything. I'm still trying to add stuff to it. It's not gonna happen. Like I told somebody, how many pairs of sneakers do you need? If you got a whole closet where it's just nothing but sneakers, you doing too much, in my opinion. I know there's some people who are sneaker collectors, shoe heads, all of that. That's different. But I'm not gonna be sitting here having a whole closet full of sneakers if I know I'm not even gonna wear all the sneakers. Or I might wear some of the sneakers maybe once, twice. Nah. I'm gonna make sure I got me enough feet to where I'm good for the year. I don't need no 2, 3, 4, 5 years worth of sneakers. And if I'm gonna have that much footwear, guess what? Some of that footwear getting sold, or if it's not getting sold, it's getting given out. Look, man, I brought these. I don't think I'm gonna really rock them. I don't like the color here. If you like them, take them. If you don't like them, give them to somebody that need them. That's where it's supposed to be at. You know, you got some people who are blessed to the T. And some of those ones who are blessed to the T, guess what? They bring the blessings right back. They put it back where it's needed. See, the one thing I can always say though, the kindness does bring real fruit. It brings real good fruit. Why? Because you're doing things that most people wouldn't do. They wouldn't do it because, again, if it's not benefiting them as far as money or something like that, they ain't gonna do it. I told somebody one day, I said, man, listen, if I knew I was sitting on $100 million, you don't think half of that would be invested into different things that could at least bring back a window of opportunity for people? Shoot. Man, listen, I be trying to own a little bit of everything. Shoot. Even a gentleman's club if I had to. Look here. Look, we got to give opportunities, we got to give money. You know, and that's one thing a lot of times you don't always need money. Prime example, to show an act of kindness. I can show you an act of kindness by saying something to you that uplifted your spirit, doing something nice for you out the kindness of my heart and not wanting nothing back. Those things speak in volumes. One thing again to remember is never block a blessing. No matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, you don't block that blessing. You don't you don't take it for granted neither. Because there's not too many people that are getting those shots and opportunities. You got people right there killing to be in some of y'all spots right now. See, I would say to those that's even based right now, you good as far as you got a roof over your head and all of that. But remember those who don't got a roof over their head. And we ain't talking about the ones who chose to be out there. We talking about the ones who was forcefully kicked out and they ain't got no choice but to be out there. Might not like what's being said, but it's being said. You know, you should thank your lucky stars and give that blessings where it's needed. Because again, you could be in that situation. And then imagine how the world would treat you. Imagine how the world would treat you if you went from being on top of the world to being at the bottom of the pits. You'll see that, yeah, it's tough. Susanna, what's going on, baby? You'll see that it's actually tough. The world will chew you up and spit you out the minute you get all the way down at the bottom. But I was saying that same token, if you got faith, hey, you might not even be down long. There's some things in life I feel happen because that's a test from that man upstairs to see how far you willing to go, or see if you even just gonna lose faith in what's going on. BMF, didn't I tell you to stop coming in here with that madness? Didn't I tell you to bring my scratch off ticket? Let me show you an act of kindness today. See, I knew I was going to be paid. Let me show you an act of kindness today. Good, sir. Madness, man. What's wrong with you? I'm showing my acts of kindness. What's wrong with you today, BMF? Now, shout out to everybody that's really rocking out tonight. Um, but again, think about it. There's some people that don't have much, but they still willing to help people out. Why? Because that's just human nature right there. That's strength, but it also shows an abundance of faith because again, at some point you can end up being where you need to be at. You gonna go through struggles in life. Some of those struggles are just test of your faith, test of your strength and your willpower. And if you fail that ultimate task, basically, you're gonna be stuck. I've always felt the minute you give up hope, the minute you give up anything that you know is going to bring you spiritual peace, that's when the downfall starts. We start uplifting each other more by having these strong talks, start doing better things, and from the kindness of our hearts, not from the kindness of pockets, and not from the notion of, yeah, you're gonna definitely have to do this when you no. So you have some people, again, prime example, who were helping people get construction jobs. Now, in the same token, listen, if you was kind enough to help me get somewhere, I look out to a degree. But after a while, it's not going to be a every week, every no, 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 no. I shouldn't have to pay you or feel like I'm paying you every week just for being on this job or just for getting into the doors. You know, some people overdo it. Yeah, but remember, you did this, is not a third, and yada yada yada. And no, if you claim that help me out, you shouldn't even be worried about taking nothing from me. Let me get myself established and settled the way I'm good. We got to stop thinking like that. Oh, because you did this, that means you're entitled to something right away. No, you doing it because again, you probably been in that situation. You probably been down and out. And if you don't want to see nobody going through the madness or even going through the things you went through, then you gonna want to do something better and give the opportunity. Who wouldn't? Again, there's some things that are gonna be out of your control, and then there's some things you can manage to get right in front of. See, again, giving opportunity when it's needed, giving spiritual uplifting when it's needed. That's the kindness that really should be presented every day. But we know it's impossible because you are just going to have some real evil spirited people. They don't care about life. They don't care about their own safety. They don't care about too much anything. And what they care about is mostly just seeing misery and destruction. Those are the type of people for a fact, even if you try to help them, they ain't gonna listen to reason. See, some people end up staying stagnant or staying in the wrong places because they don't listen. They don't take heed to certain situations. They don't. I remember I talked to one of these young boys a couple years ago. Used to be out here in these streets sleeping. The sad part about him, he got family, and he coming from a family that's full of money. Now, the story he tried to give on why he out in the streets, it didn't fit right. Something didn't fit right. And then I happened to find out who the hell he was related to. And I asked them what really happened. And they told me exactly what all happened. It's not that this man couldn't come back or he couldn't get back right with his family. He chose not to get right with his family. Anytime you have done something that you know is not just borderline unforgivable, but just shouldn't have been done in the first place, and these people are still willing to accept you back and they still willing to show you love and gratitude, you can't try to, in that same token, try to run away from a blessing. All right, just apologize. Do what you need to do. The most thing you are supposed to do is apologize. You apologize, you get yourself right. That's what I'm saying. Some people ain't gonna take heed to anything until soon, or it's too late. Give me 1 second, y'all. I didn't even notice my coworker text me. My fault, and I got to start breaks too. My bad. Yeah, my bad. One of those nights. Gotta make sure everybody going on break too. Um, but yeah, it shouldn't take you to hit rock bottom to realize that you're blessed in more than one way. While you are on top, you are supposed to keep yourself humble and well grounded, so you don't have to worry about reaching the bottom. Key Marsh, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all all night tonight neither. But I did want to bring this out tonight, definitely, because again, it shows that it should be every day. That's why I put that post up on my community wall. It really should be every day. That kindness is being shown. Again, you might have done the kindness act by talking somebody or talking to somebody, uplifting their spirit. That person in the same token will come back and remember that. Y'all remember you took the chance out. Like I told y'all a while back in my live, I had a young boy that was about to go off the deep end while he was on this damn subway. And if I wouldn't have intervened the way I did, who knows what would have happened to him. Because you sitting here, you're looking at people funny, you giving them attitudes like they did something to you, when in the long run, you just was going through, some rough shit for the night. Like I said, this dude I think had an argument. He told me everything. He had an argument with his girlfriend, and things just went left that day. But in the same token, you got to remember this too. You might be going through something, but that don't mean you take your anger and your frustrations out on other people. Because again, you're gonna have some people who are gonna understand, and yeah, they might be sympathetic to you, but then you're gonna have those that don't want to hear that. Especially when it's looking like you ready to do something of an evil nature. You got to think about that. If I wouldn't have talked to homie probably would have really been messed up. Because who knows? He probably could have went to jail that night if he did do something. Probably could have got beat up or killed on that train. Told him straight up what it was. Like, yo, bro, despite everything, you can't be just giving everybody the cold grill. Like,
like they did something to you. These people don't know you, and then they looking scared because they can't even trust you. You look like you ready to do something. You look like you ready to pull out a weapon, bro. It's not the way to go. And on top of that, you lucky because now if these cops was sitting there actually paying attention to you, oh, they would have gave it to you because they'd have thought you was a threat. Yeah, James, because bro was younger than me. Bro was in his early 20s. I still see this dude from time to time. Anytime he see me, yo, bro, I appreciate you, man. Yo, you really did something for me. This is that and third. Because you could tell when somebody in a sunken place, and they feel like they ain't got nothing to lose. 'Cause I've been there. I felt like I ain't had shit to lose, and I had mad people that had my back. But it is, it's an act of kindness. Diffuse a situation before it gets too heavy. That's why it's good to know when to inject yourself and when not to. Another act of kindness that I feel should be displayed, especially for people who have dealt with abuse. Y'all need the right people around you to uplift you so they can give you that spiritual balance because some of y'all are broken. Some of y'all are heartbroken, definitely, because you've gone through the ringer and back. And you feel like there is no coming back, but you will. You get the right people, not just uplifting you, but also showing that they care about you and they gonna be there in case anything does happen, even down to a physical aspect of everything. Those are the right people to have around you. And again, if I wouldn't have interjected and talked to that young boy, who knows what could happen to him that night. I had a long talk with him because we wasn't even past 40 Deuce yet. We wasn't even past 42nd Street yet. I was coming from seeing my god kids that night when that shit happened. And like I said, when I seen him recently, he was like, yo, big man, I appreciate you, man. You ain't even have to talk to me. Yo, you ain't have to. Yo, you broke something down for me that makes sense. I said, yeah, man, listen, sometimes you can't let your emotions get the best of you. I said, I granted, you hurt. You hurt, you just had a breakup with your lady. Who knows how long you was with her, but still, if it was a if it was that much to where you was ready to start spazzing, then that should go to show you, look, you just want to take your time and heal, bro. Whether you did wrong or she did wrong, I didn't get into it. I said I'm not gonna get into that. Don't matter who did wrong. The fact that y'all broken up and now you feel a type of way, you gotta try to keep yourself under wraps. You might not have been able to keep this one, but the next person you come across, you gonna definitely keep them because you know what it takes to keep a woman. You know what it takes to keep them happy. I didn't have that same talk with a whole girl. Listen, you can't sit here and expect every man to be something that you want them to be. You gotta accept them for their flaws, everything, flaws and imperfections. That's what you are supposed to be accepting. You can't expect every man to be this or be this or be that. No, because not everybody's going to fit that same mold. Yeah, James, it was a blessing that he did listen, in my opinion, because again, the way he was on it like how I was on it. Like, see, like I was telling y'all earlier, I was on it ready to punch homie in the face when he said he was gonna kick my dog. He was on it like that. Like the minute somebody would have said the thing, he probably would have hooked off one. But I kindly walked right in front of him and said, "Yo, bro, let me holler at you real quick." Sometimes you need to do that because again, you talk to somebody, you could diffuse a situation. You could possibly stop somebody from killing themselves. Who knows if homie was even going that route? See, some people again, they ain't willing to have these talks. They ain't really to really do some real work. I could sit down with you and have a good discussion with you. I don't gotta judge nothing. I don't gotta do nothing. I can sit there, listen, comprehend, understand everything, and then give you my best opinion and my best advice I could give you. And some people are not willing again to take advice, but you have to take advice, man. You have to. It's critical that you do so because again, that advice can help you in the long run, even if it don't help you right away. Take into consideration what somebody is saying. Now, again, in the long run, I could have took a risk because who knows what homie could have did. But I wasn't scared to take that risk because I don't want to see another brother going to jail or possibly going through peanut butter and jelly madness when it's not even necessary. You had a bad breakup, okay. You just got to take your time, heal. Even if you feel you got to let off some aggression and rage, do it the right way. The best thing that you can do is do things the right way. See, I gave that person an uplifting because it was needed. And because I know, because I've been through the ringer once or twice when I was younger. So I know how it feels when you with somebody and then that shit is over. The one thing I can honestly say, no matter what breakups I had throughout life, I never took my anger or my aggression or any of my frustrations out on the next person. I wouldn't allow myself to do it. Even if I had to separate myself from the people for a couple days, I would do so. Prime example with my recent breakup of 16 years. I felt myself going down a road I didn't want to go. That's why I took those couple days off of the tube the way I did it. So for those who might have thought, oh, it's because of this, that, and third, you got me fucked up in the game and you smoking rocks. If you think anything on here is going to stop me from doing anything. If I stop myself from doing something, it's because I know it's not going to lead me somewhere right. And most of y'all heard what I said that day. Had I continued to do what I was doing and not take those days off, the next person that would have thought to be stupid, I'd have been stupid too and been right at your house. When that kid, how I got there, just know I'd have been there. But see, I know how to get in control of that, especially with people that ain't worth it, people that I don't know and personally don't give a fuck about. So I'm different when it comes to that. Just know that if I ever got to take any breaks, it ain't got nothing to do with shit on here. And I'm going to say that again for the 9,000th time. Nothing on here is going to keep me stressed out or keep me from bringing content. If it's something else that's bothering me, I'm going to take my time. Because again, off of the app, I live a hectic life. You ain't all peaches and cream every day. You're going to have days when you got good days. You're going to have days when you going through the ringer. But I've always believed, again, in just bringing something great when it's needed. And you can't bring something great if you ain't feeling great. You know, like this is what I'm doing right here. It's not so much as just the act of kindness. This is just an act of awareness that we need to keep bringing. Active awareness. It's the truth. We need to start bringing more kindness to the table on all levels. On all levels. And I mean that. All levels. Prime example. I had a situation where these young kids, instead of opening the door for this lady and her husband who was coming in with at least two, three big ass shopping carts full of groceries, they ran straight to the elevator and didn't even look twice. I just happened to come through the back of my building and seeing the people were sitting out there. I don't know if they had the keys with them or if they might have misplaced the key. But either which way, I wasn't going to sit there and let them be out there in the cold, neither waiting for somebody to open up so they could bring stuff in. See, even that small act of kindness is good. But you know who to be kind with. See, it's somebody that's in my building now. Prime example, if I get off work in the morning, he probably might be sitting in front of the building looking for somebody to open it. You live in the building and don't got keys, right? I could have been a whole asshole about it. I wasn't. I sat there and let that man in, but when he ain't say thank you, I turned around right away and say, yo, you know this is the first and last time I'm opening the door for you. Because off the rip, you should have said, appreciate you, my guy. Especially you live in the building. I know who your family is. You supposed to have a key, my nigga. You ain't got no keys, but I'm letting you in and you ain't going to say thank you. Nah, we're not doing that. I do that to anybody. I served a lady like that one time too. I was kind enough to open the door for you and nobody else would. But you couldn't do the simplest thing like hold the elevator for me. Okay, I know how to play games. See, it's not about being petty neither. You just know who to be kind to and who not. See, I keep a photographic memory. Like even homie that tried to kick my dog, I got a photographic memory. If I catch you on some other shit and I feel some other way about it, I'm just gonna let you have it. That's my act of kindness right now for people that just want to be foolish. But no, my real act of kindness is what I've been doing. Bringing y'all something that's real and unique. Bringing y'all something that we need right now. That's my act of kindness right there. Showing the world that guess what? You can have a voice and not just an opinion. And you can actually stand on your ground and do what you need to do. See, again, whether I was on here for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 5 hours, didn't matter. When it's stuff that we know we was building on, oh yeah, we gonna have those convos, man. I hear you, Mary. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That right there is an act of kindness right there, because they don't necessarily have to help you. And you have some people that will try to quote unquote help you, but then again, and the same token, trying to set you up. So, you're gonna have those. But those ones that know that they up to no good, you usually sense it, you know. And the ones that are really doing things from the kindness of their heart, they ain't looking for nothing. There's been times I help people with groceries upstairs, not just on my block, on other blocks. Here, baby, take this. Nah, I don't need that. No, no, take it. You didn't have to help me, but you did. See, I get people cursing me out to this day now. Some people still, son, I'm trying to bless you over here. And this is that and third, bro. I'm cool. When I need it, you'll know it. I'm one of those people. Shoot, but I got cursed out recently. I made you a plate of food for your birthday. You ain't come get this shit. I'm gonna come get it in the morning. My bad. like, like people do niceness. They doing it from their heart. The most you can do is just accept it. That's one thing again to remain truthful to and remain humble to. Just know when you do something kind, it'll come back in more than one way. But you shouldn't expect it to come back right away. That's the problem with some people. You expect that you did something for somebody. Oh, you want to instantly get, oh yeah, I know off the rip I'm gonna get something probably tomorrow. No, you're not supposed to bank on it, look for it. It just comes when it's needed. Like seriously. You know, there's nothing wrong with accepting anything from people, especially if they really are doing it from the kindness of their heart and not just from another space. There's some people that you're gonna refuse things from because you already know when you accept something from them, there comes something behind it. That catch 22. So even with that, you gotta just be mindful and read who's who. But see, I feel good even having these talks. I feel like I'm doing something and I'm bringing not just awareness, but I'm bringing kindness and bringing a blueprint to what kindness really should be. See, I've allowed people to come here, build, grow. Some of these people are still here every day. Some of these people ain't here every day. Some of these people might be in the shadows. Some of them might not be. I tend not to worry about certain things because, again, as long as a message is being sent and as long as somebody is taking into consideration what's being said, I'm happy with that. See, one thing you got to remember is just being content with who you are as a person. See, I'm the nicest person you could be around until you take me to another level I don't want to go to. And then from there, I don't know what to tell you after that. See, I learned not to keep myself silent because when I'm silent, that's when things don't seem right. And then it scares people. When I'm not being my normal chipper self, people already know what it is.
They already know it's something wrong. Even if I don't say nothing right away, they'll already feel it. But the majority of the time, they're gonna feel when I'm in the happiest of moods. They're gonna know it. Not just the tone of my voice, but the way I move. Again, it don't cost you much to be kind. It don't cost you much to just show that you have humanity. You got some people who, again, they shoot, they damn near selling their souls just to get these quote unquote material riches. But in the same token, you can't take all of those riches with you when you going home for good. When it's time for you to meet your maker, you're not gonna be able to bring all that damn stuff you had. You got some people who buy stuff and in the same token, they'll donate some of that stuff. Because they already know, listen, I know I'm not going to be able to have all of this. Who knows how long I'm going to be here or who knows what's what. But I don't want this stuff just sitting here neither taking up space. I knew one brother, may he rest in peace, before he got killed out here. Man, listen, he was cutting hair and he was giving out clothes. Yo, you need a jacket? Yo, you need a sweater. Yo, you need a hoodie. Yo, you need a jersey. You need this. You need that. That's because he had too much of everything. When I'm talking about this man had nothing but Mitchell and Ness hood, Mitchell and Ness jerseys, and throwback jerseys. He had a whole bunch of them shits. Throwback real jerseys, Joe Dumars, Jordan, all that shit. He was giving that away. He could have charged niggas for that shit because he paid money for it. Nope. I don't want it to go to waste. Shit, he done gave me a couple things I ain't even really want to need, but he still gave it to me because he fucked with my moms like that. As far as like, he had too much respect for it. He had too much respect for the family. And I've done things like that too. I've given away stuff I had just brought because either it didn't fit me right or I just didn't like the colors. All right, yo, bro, you need this? I ain't even touched this yet. You want this? I still do that to this day to some degree. I just gave away 2 pairs of jeans to somebody and they fit me. But in the same token, it's not the way I'm used to the fit. So, all right, well, look, I know this person needs it. Here, hold that. Yo, bro, I know you was going to do some things here. You got your 2 pairs of jeans for right now. Shirts, anything else I do, I was giving away to. I was giving them shits away. Yeah, and you know what it is, Mary? It wasn't that he was just helping people, but sometimes too, you got to be mindful when you in these streets. There's some things you're just not going to be able to do and think that it's not going to be a repercussion to that. So in that token right there, it was like, it was sweet and sour to a degree. It was sweet that he was doing the things that he was doing, but it was sour the way he got done dirty. You know, and in all honesty, Mary, you got people right now that'll do the best for their people and they still get killed. Look at prime example. Look how some of these rappers try to come back and really try to show love to their community, and some of these rappers end up still getting killed in their community, whether they really had street beef or not. Look how many people ain't really active in the streets or really ain't doing shit in the streets, and they done got killed. And if they ain't get killed, some of these people losing their lives because they overdosing on medications and stuff that they don't need. Look how much young talent we done lost due to real drug use, drug abuse, all of that. Again, it is a two-way street. See, even now to these people who are supposed to be quote unquote celebrities, you got some that they live a modest life because regardless to what, they know what it is. They ain't gonna be bringing the majority of that stuff with them when it's all said and done. When it really is time to go home for good. So why not just try to live as comfortable as possible, but also make sure you content? Man, what's going on, baby? Like, look, prime example, the rapper J. Cole. I done bumped into that nigga I bumped into him in the city at by Whole Foods. Son had a whole bite, chilling like he a nigga from the block. You know, some of these celebrities like to try to be all flossed out and stuff like that, but this brother is keeping it to the streets, keeping it real. You know, and that's the most thing you can do is live a modest life. I could be moneyed out right now, prime example. That don't mean I'm gonna be getting crazy with it. You think I'm going to spend $150,000 on something that's not going to be beneficial? I'm gonna spend that $150,000 on a house and something else that I know is going to benefit my family if I'm trying to get my family out of a dire situation. All right, I'm gonna buy this so this way the family could be good. They ain't gotta worry about this. I ain't gotta worry about them. They good. Again, the acts of kindness, they do go a long way. And it really is time for people to start thinking about that. If I can help you in the best ways, I'm gonna try to help you in the best ways. Again, you gotta think about it too. When you start showing them acts of kindness, they do rub off on the right people, even down to the younger generation. The younger generation will see, you know what? If this person was able to help this person out, we should be able to do the same thing. And that's the most thing to remember again. You are here for a reason and a purpose. What your purpose is, that is dependent on you. If your purpose is to make sure that somebody is correct and feeling good on all levels, and guess what? That's what you're supposed to do. If I know my sole agenda basically is just to see people elevate and do better, I'm gonna make sure you doing that. Whether it's do actual love or tough love. Either which way, you hear what's at the end of those words. Love. I'm gonna show you all the kindness and the humanity that I can show you, especially if I know you're deserving of it, and especially if I know you're gonna take into consideration what's being said or done. I can't give you too much acts of kindness if you're gonna either quote unquote spit on my face or you're just gonna disrespect me to a point where I don't want to even bother you. Again, for those who are in positions where they're being blessed, hey, continue to take that blessing for what it is. Don't take advantage of that. I'm gonna show you another act of kindness. A guy was trying to run around and scam and telling one of these dudes that he was his long lost son. Had a story mapped down and everything else, even to a point where the guy really started believing that, yeah, this could be my long lost son. This could be somebody I did not know I had out in the world. And when the truth came out that it was a whole scam, that brother right there could have went off the deep end. He could have definitely shut that dude down to a degree because the dude was still young. You could tell when somebody don't have that much of a family, some people are gonna try to create and concoct one. Now that man could have just got you the hell up off his property. That man still accepted you with all open arms. Listen, you might not be my son, but if you really want it, if you really want this, I'm willing to give this to you. Not just going to shun you away to the world when you already feeling alone. Nah, that right there is an act of kindness because not too many people are going to accept that. The fact that you lied, the fact that you gave a story and gave me false hope. But yet and still, that man gave him the opportunity. And guess what? That young man been right ever since. Because some people are going to do certain things, even to the point of lying, because not so much as they want acceptance, they want that actual love and that good warm feeling of having a family, or at least having good people around them that's going to always keep them in the best spirits. See, yeah, he was upset. Again, upset that that was a lie. But he was more focused on the fact that that young man did that just because that young man didn't have nothing. And you still was willing to open up your arms like you was his father. Let him stay there and everything. He could have kicked the dude out and all of that. You didn't. So again, it's really about kindness and humanity. They all do fit hand in hand. Some people might not want to accept it. Look here, there's only so much you can tolerate and accept. But I would say in this same notion right here, accept the fact that you have a duty to do as a human. And that duty is, again, showing acts of love, kindness, and selflessness, not selfishness. You know you blessed to do certain things that some people can't. Try to help them and show them that they could get to a successful level too, if they take the time and effort to do something. See, I had a situation a while back when we had a dude that was only trying to come around because he knew fellas was doing their thing. Now, again, it's not about not being kind and helpful, but at some point you're gonna have to help yourself. You can't expect everybody to always just give you and throw you something. No. Because at some point, what if these people are no longer here? Or what if these people are not close by enough to help you? You're gonna have to figure out things on your own. You want to be down with the crew, prime example, okay. Make sure you try to keep a few dollars in your pocket just in case. Now, see, again, acts of kindness. If I know you short money wise, or if I know, you know, the hell? Oh, Lord. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think I just heard something drop. Something. Yeah, I knew something dropped. But again, that act of kindness, it'll reach you to the stars. And that's a good work. That's good works to be technical. If you was looking at it from a religious standpoint, you doing what you doing even when you ain't got much, that again is showing kindness. That again is showing that you're doing good works. And you're doing it from the heart. You're doing it because it counts. Again, you might not want to hear this, but you're gonna have to hear it. Try to show the world every day, or try to show people in the world every day, that there are people out there who actually care. People who are willing to try to help in the best ways in society. My act of kindness is what it is. Just being real, not just amongst myself, but being real in the things I believe in and the messages that are being brought. My act of kindness is trying to instill, but also trying to uplift the best way possible. You can't get the best out of somebody if they are in a down state. You want to be able to produce something that's going to give them not just ingenuity, but give them strength, hope, and also prosperity. I still feel that way. No, prime example. There's some people who show their acts of kindness as far as the food is concerned, because I got some people that I know for a fact they make enough. Prime example, around the holidays, they make enough food to where they can feed half of the homeless people out here. They make enough food to where you think is more than two families in one household. But no, they're doing that because that's whatever they don't eat, whatever they don't decide to save, they will give that out. I've seen this something else just because they seen that with some people out there that was really messed up. There was some families that didn't have a whole bunch to feed their peoples on these holidays. And they did that because again, they wasn't looking for nothing. They wasn't expecting nothing. They did it because again, they went through that same struggle, not having, not having enough of, you know? And that's where some people gotta realize, even the ones who are blessed right now. Just remember that you did come from nowhere, you started from nowhere. So it's only right that now that you got somewhere, give back to those who need it. Give back to those who definitely pushed you along the way, especially to your way of success. If I had a big break the way I thought I had a big break, guess what? The majority of y'all would be in the midst of it. Look, man, we trying to do something where we all benefit. Let's put our minds together and see what we do with this. I would bring the ones I know for a fact is going to be on that level. I can't bring the other people who are just always going to be banking again on somebody else's success. I spoke about this yesterday about some people banking on other people's success to try to be successful. No, you could look at it from a blueprint standpoint and say, you know what, this person did something that I wish I could do, or this person did something that I couldn't do. And that's the one thing I want the people to remind themselves of too. Never say those words you can't and that you come, you can't and that you won't, because at some point they gonna cancel out too. They are. They're gonna cancel right out. It's things that you say you can't do, now you could do it. You gotta put your mind to it though, and you gotta be really ready to do it. I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. I just mostly want to have this convo with y'all. Um, it's definitely gonna be a part two to this as well too. Um, but again, these are two nights where there's certain things that are gonna come hand in hand. Growth, spirituality, also prosperity, unity. It's gonna be a lot of different things that come into hand. One thing I do want the people to remember though: kindness, strength, and wisdom, strongest attributes you can have right now. You got some people who get cursed out like a dog, and these people still do what they do. Why? Because again, that's just in their nature to do so. And they don't allow just one person or one entity to stop that. And that's what we got to get back to. Not letting nobody stop what we're doing. A lot of us are here doing things, even on this app, we doing things out the kindness of our heart. We doing things not because we feel we have to. We do it because we need to. And I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. I might be brash again. I might sound like I'm ready to go to war, but that's only because I got that much passion and that much determination in the message that I'm bringing. Rather, some people want to consider this content or not. I'm gonna tell y'all again. I beg to differ. And if you can show me content,
show it to me so I know what's what. Other than that, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring these talks because it's necessary, and at some point, it will raise the human spirits again. It will raise that conscious level, and it will raise that kindness that we need back. We want better. We got to do better. It's just about it. I definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Um, I'll probably be back in the morning with this good old cipher. And apologies, I didn't get the cipher on this morning, but I slept kind of late today. And if you're not following me on Twitch, please download the app and make sure you follow your boy. I think I'm gonna do something tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a little Tasty Tuesday tomorrow. A little Tasty Tuesday, who knows? And again, I appreciate those who tuned in to the live stream earlier. We had fun. No interruptions, no nothing. Oh yeah, Digging in Your Crates Productions. We in here, baby. We definitely in the building. Um, Definitely always a blessing to come in and speak with y'all. And y'all know we gonna keep bringing this work. So I'll definitely be back in the morning with the scythe. Definitely gonna bring some music tomorrow. And who knows, I might do another open discussion tomorrow. If not, hey, just know I was in here. Come on, Didi. Don't be encouraging the damn madness. You know better. I'm tired of you encouraging the madness, Didi. You know what? My act of kindness today. My act of kindness. We gonna give you some chat. Nah, you know it's all love though. Encouraging my damn madness. Y'all know better than that. Nah, but y'all definitely been great. And again, tell a friend to watch the live again. Those who might have just been coming in, catch the replay. Oh yeah, tell your friend to tell a friend we on Twitch again too. I'll definitely be back tomorrow for that Tasty Tuesday. Again, there's always love and respect when y'all come in here, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Bring in a balance. That's what we need. Let me get up out of here. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. And that's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. And yeah, we'll be back in the morning for that good old inhale it, embrace it, bask in it, motherfuckers. Nah, we're gonna definitely be back in the morning though. And again, if you ain't following me on Twitch, you better make sure you are. I don't know how to set no reminder on there. And I don't think I could do it right now, but hey, you know you're gonna catch that somewhere on the community wall. So y'all want all that uninterrupted madness? Y'all want some gladness? Follow me on Twitch. Ain't no fun police over there, so but nah, y'all been great. Y'all definitely enjoy y'all evenings. Y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.